You know, I should really keep a box of Band-Aids out here. So when you're cracking stuff loose, castings have really sharp edges on them because they just machine the top. 99% of the time they don't deburr both sides. So, you know, this side's real nice and sharp. This side has a minimum amount of deburring done to it. But anyway, the cylinder head from eBay got here. Mine is, well, the cylinder head is still on the bike. But the part I need is this shaft that goes through here to hold those rockers on. I'm just taking everything apart, inspecting it. The spark plugs that were in here look like they barely had 10,000 miles on them, if they even had that much. There's not... See how careful I was grabbing this so I didn't get cut again? There's not a lot of carbon buildup in there. Yes, it's black, but there's no buildup. You run any amount of exhaust through an engine and it's the cylinder heads where the exhaust comes out is going to turn black. But there's no like crusty stuff or buildup. So I think this is a pretty low mileage cylinder head here. I doubt this has 20,000 miles on it, which mine's got more than that. So the part should be fine. So I'm going to take it apart and see what these shafts look like in here. But mostly I'm just putting stuff in here because I might port and polish this. And you need all the stuff off of it to do that. So I'm putting the shafts for the rockers and everything back in, and I'm rolling the engine over to get everything into position. And this rocker arm, plink, throws, if I can get it to focus, throws a spacer for that exhaust valve. And I can't find it. I heard it go, I saw it go up here and go plink, plink, plink. The only place it can fall down into the engine is over there. So I've been looking around in here and on top of the starter and in here, and I couldn't find it, and I was literally getting the tools to take the tensioner off to pull the cams and everything out. Right there it is. So I don't have to take the entire engine apart. Oh. So, ouch, my back is starting to cramp up because I can either kneel on the floor, which makes my right knee that has issues worse, or I can sit on a milk crate, which I sometimes do, or I can bend over to work on all this. And I have to just bend over and work on it because I'm back and forth and around. Because I don't have a lift table. Man, oh. But I got the top end all put back together. I broke this little, here's a little tab that goes under here, this little plastic bit. I accidentally snapped that off the other side, but whatever. Getting all this back together, and I can put the tank on and start it and check the coolant. All that's together. Bed liner tank is on. I think I got enough gas in it to start it. Let's see how it sounds, which the glass pack muffler's on it. Valve train all sounds good. Need to make sure I keep coolant in it now because I drained that hose, and the hose is the high point of the system instead of this. So here's my good deed for the day. There's someone at my apartment that lost some lug nuts. I happened to notice it, so I'm going to help them put them back on. This is on purpose because I'm putting lead shot into the handlebars to make it vibrate less. And it actually works. There it is. Mostly together. I got to put the windshield on it yet, saddlebags, but I just wanted to make sure everything fit with the bed liner I put on here. It is a little tight around here, but it fits. All the Velcro still works. All the bolts are the same. That works. This will be a nice grippy surface for my knees when I'm braking or riding while standing. This will keep the tank bag from rubbing through into the metal, because it was already through the paint after 2 years. So that will be a lot tougher finish. And also, if I bend the handlebars while I'm riding and it goes into the tank, this will help protect it a little bit too. So seat fits. I tried to stop the rubber before it got to where it would be touching the seat, because I don't want it rubbing holes in it. Yeah, so I'm still building the luggage rack, but that's not a big priority. I don't actually have to have that till what, May? Towards the end of May, I think. It's when my first overnight ride is, so I got time. But yeah, it's together and it works in a ride. I rode it a little bit and I got coolant in it. Now I need to go ride it some distance, maybe go get a Grand Tour picture. Just went up the frontage road and down the main highway back into town. Ping, ting. That is super loud, but it sounds amazing. I have the feeling that that's not going to last more than a gas tank or two, but I had it laying around, so I'd try it. Does sound good, but oh, it's going to be loud. Forks are a little bit twisted, which, I mean, I had the whole front end off. It happens. So I just got to take the handlebars out of those top clamps. Not a big deal, 4 bolts. Loosen the top pinch bolts, the bottom pinch bolts. Crack that loose. Twang. Everything straightens back out. Tighten bottom back up to the top. Tighten that down. Then we'll be good to go. Go do some Grand Tour. Handlebars off. Top clamp loose. That nut loose. Wait a second, that nut tight, torqued, reassemble. Front end is straight again, I hope, or I have bent handlebars new out of the package. Hooray. So this very expensive Touratech mount rattles like crazy going down the road with no GPS in it. And I'm sure it's better when the GPS is actually in it. If I can, the release button for that is right where the cord goes, which is not great. Release lever, it's right there. That silver thing behind all this stuff. So you close it, it's right there. Not in a great spot, but they did what they could. So this piece is a 3D print that I made. It's going to be horrible trying to get this to focus through a dirty windshield. But I made this so that all the little holes in the back of the Touratech mount don't get full of bugs and mud and whatever else. And then I also made this little cap here because the key slot is just open. It doesn't have the dust shield on it. Now it's ready. Everything other than the 360 camera and the GPS, because they're inside, on it, installed, ready to go. I don't know. Huh? The what? I don't know. If you don't know what a plant is, just don't touch it. Okay, we gotta find this geocache. It's gotta be back here somewhere close. Just don't fall in the lake.
Can you check the compass thing?
Yep, we're like 5 feet from it.
Yeah, it's right here.
Hey, there it is. Don't fall down. Oh, the lid's open, bud. Hang on. I'm gonna...
What if the thing can start out?
Ow! That's frozen and slippery and I hurt my knee and I turned off the recording. Just be careful, don't fall down like I did.
So we got the thingamajig.
Yep. Oh, that really hurt my knee.
Okay, we put the thingamajig in there.
Yep.
And now, what do we take out? There's fluid in there. There's a pen.
Yeah, there's a pen for signing that paper.
Ah, yeah. Also, there's a coin.
Yeah. You gonna take the quarter after we left our little barbed hose fitting?
Yeah.
And then we'll sign that. Ryker, I can't ride the motorcycle back. You gotta drive.
No. Can you close that?
Ouch. Well, we gotta put that in. Oh, you want to use it as a table?
Yeah. Oh my God.
Ryker, here. Yeah, use my boot. Use my boot to brace yourself against.
Oh my God.
Okay, use that as a table, and then we'll put it all back together. Okay, now we gotta find this one. It's probably on this side of the fence. Oh yeah? Haha!
Oh yeah.
Found it.
You can pop that off. It's literally just a piece of cardboard. It's junk.
This is matches. Huh. So we gotta go unravel this and sign our name to it. What else is in there?
There's some erasers.
Yeah, let me see. Yeah, pencil eraser. Sometimes people leave little stuff in them. Let's go write our name on it.
Yeah, what's the thing something?
Yeah? Should try putting your feet on the driver pegs.
Oh, you're talking about up there?
These are right straight down. Right there. That's the driver peg. This is where I put my feet when I'm tired. That's the passenger pegs. Sometimes I even hook my feet on those. Hey, we went 37.5 miles today. That's the farthest you've ever gone on a motorcycle that wasn't a sidecar.
Nice.
Yeah?
Maybe.
Thanks for going with me, dude.